What's up guys, Jordan here, and today's video is a little different. It's 4th of July today, and in preparation, I was at the grocery store kind of looking for something to kind of grill up or, do something, get that 4th of July experience, and I was looking at like hot dogs, I was looking at burgers and stuff. And I saw something at Walmart that was really interesting, and it is this product from Mountain View Meat Company, okay? It is ghost pepper sausage, all right? So, very interesting. I was looking at like kielbasa's, I was looking at, hot links. I'm a big hot link fan. And, I went a little bit further down and I saw ghost pepper sausage. I love spicy. I saw ghost pepper. Had to try it. Here lately I've been trying some hot links and I feel like they've been missing some heat. And so I saw this, figured why not. So let's go ahead and check out the ingredients and stuff, and then we'll get to prepping. All right, so usually we would just dive into it, but I looked at the ingredients and I thought it was pretty interesting, so here we got the macros, 18 grams of fat, oof. But 15 grams of protein, really good. 1 carb, okay, cool. 230 calories, cool. But what was interesting was that ingredients. Beef hearts, and it's also the first item. So when it's the first item on the ingredient list, that means it has the most of that. So beef hearts, lean pork, pork fat trim, water, salt, ghost pepper puree. Okay, they have real ghost peppers in here, none of this BS stuff. A little bit of dry milk, okay, some spices, sugar, pepper, dextrose, blah, blah, okay, whatever. Red 40, interesting. So I'm not going to cook these on the grill. I'm going to end up cooking these just on the stove. I am going to saute them, actually. I like to saute them just, with a little bit of butter or oil of my choice, and just kind of grill them up. So anywho, I'm going to do that, and we'll be right back. All right, so here we go. We got them whipped up. I have to say, they look pretty good. I even went a little bit above and beyond and kind of toasted the buns. Again, not a big deal, but going a little bit extra really does kind of make a difference to the experience. I prepped it 2 ways. So when I cook sausages or hot dogs at home, I typically kind of grill them, saute them, fry them, whatever you want to say, on the stovetop. And I actually really like cutting them in half long ways and grilling them that way. You really ensure that they're hot all the way through. And then again, more crispy edges, more coloring. That's just flavor. That's straight Flavor Town, more crisp to it. And then I went ahead and just grilled it the normal way, just along the edges. And I did it that way so we can really get the snap. The snap is important, getting the true texture too. You don't really get a snap this way, but anywho, yeah, let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big mustard enjoyer. So anytime I'm eating a sausage or a hot dog, hot link, I really just stick to kind of hot links, hot dogs sometimes. I gotta put mustard on it. So we're gonna go ahead and put mustard. Don't get me wrong, I can do ketchup, relish, mayo, even. That's all fine. But at the end of the day, if I could only choose one, I'm always gonna go mustard, and we're gonna keep it simple, So first, we're gonna go ahead and try the split sausage. So, cheers. The crisp from the bread and the sausage. That's good. Can't really see it, but look, there's pepper in the sausage. You can see the seasoning. A little bit of kick, not a lot. More like a Okay, it's kind of creeping up once I swallowed it. You feel the heat, but it's not hot. Think like a strong black pepper, you know. Flavorful, you know. I gotta say I'm a little disappointed that it's not hot. I'm waiting for heat, but if we're talking Oklahoma hot, that was pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and dig into the full one so we can get this. Oh yeah, look at that. That's looking pretty good. Yeah, we need good bun to meat ratio here. We'll go ahead and get the snap on. Let's see if we can hear it. That's a good snap. It's a really good flavor. You know, I'm not a huge like sausage enjoyer, like brats and stuff, but when they're done right, this is good. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm impressed. You know? Not exactly what I was hoping for. I wanted something a little bit spicier, a little bit more of a kick. But all things considered, that's pretty good. You know, it has a solid heat to it. And I would say it's warm. You know, I probably have a higher tolerance than most. So if you think black pepper, this is like think like a supercharged black pepper is what I would say that is. I would say it's mild to medium. It's between mild and medium. Okay, maybe medium. Okay, I have a high tolerance, so it's kind of warped. So if you may think this is hot. To me, like a Diablo sauce from Taco Bell is hotter than that. But I digress. It's tasty. It's flavorful. The spice has a good flavor. The meat has a good flavor. I'm really impressed, you know. One of the reasons I don't like sausages and hot dogs and all these things, they taste very processed, all that. This tastes good. It tastes like meat. You know, obviously the beef hearts was kind of jarring at first when I saw that. I was like, what, beef hearts? But then you think about it. What are hot dogs? What are sausage? What are all these things? They're made of animal byproducts. They're made of things that we usually don't eat, you know? So it's all the terrible parts of the animal that no one in their right mind would eat by themselves, but they processes it and repackage it and deliver it in a way that we can. So honestly, the fact that it says beef hearts, I took it. I was like, wait a second, that's a good thing because we know what it is. You know, you read Oscar Mayer, you know, you read Nathan's, whatever. It just says beef. It just says pork. It just says chicken. It doesn't say what part of the animal you're eating. But this says beef hearts. You know what it is. And yeah, that's, you know, also it's like organ meat. Like, you know, there's this, I haven't looked into too much about it, but you know, organ meat is supposed to be a little bit better for you. You know, you hear a lot about liver and stuff, but hearts, I don't know. But anywho, I think the fact that they show me what was in it, you know, you look at the ingredient list. The ingredient list, it was, boom, straightforward. You knew exactly what it was. I really like that, and I appreciate that. And obviously, you know, you try to look in. I mean, shoot, look at these hot dog buns I got from Aldi's. Like, look at that. Look how long that ingredient list is. There's like 50 ingredients in there. Why? It's a hot dog bun. Why is there so many ingredients? You know, that's ridiculous. What did the sausage company have? It was like 10 ingredients, 8 ingredients, something like that. Crazy. Hold on, let me look at the name of this company again. I already put it up in the fridge. But Mountain View. It is Mountain View Meat Company, actually from Stillwell, Oklahoma.
So shout out, you guys. I saw this at Walmart. It was about $5, maybe $6 for the package. Again, a little bit pricier, whatever. Than it was about $1 a link. Worth it. And they had like 4 or 5, maybe 6 different kinds. This was the ghost pepper. This is the one that had the most kick. But I saw green. I know they had like a green chili one, and they had like another pepper one. I'll probably be reviewing them all at some point. I really liked it. That's cool. And then also it's local. It's local to me. So I think that's cool. So if you have the chance to try these in your local area, go for it. Or if not, maybe you can find something similar. Something with beef hearts. It was tasty. I'm surprised. So anywho, also grill your buns. If you're not grilling your buns, especially on burgers, but even on hot dogs, you're missing out. It's easy. It takes us an extra minute or two. Do it. It just completely transforms the experience. So, anywho, enough of that. I'm gonna get back to my meal, finish the rest of this. I hope you guys have an amazing 4th of July or had one. You're awesome. Thank you for watching my video. Leave a like, share. Let me know what you think. Am I weird for eating this? Would you eat it? So let me know. Like, dislike, that's cool. Whatever. I hope you have a great day. Until next time, peace.